expect to be okay. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. Sometimes I love motivational speakers. Sometimes I love them as much as sometimes they lie to us because sometimes it doesn't work for them, but they give you hope. They give you faith. They give you that thing of tomorrow it will be better, because sometimes we give up too early. The people who are mostly successful, you listen, there is a time they were like you, but they didn't give up. Giving up is a problem. You expect it, you will be okay. You see that argument, that issue that it is not about changing someone's nature. Like, this is person who is willing to walk the journey with you. Let me tell you something, one day they will be okay. That thing that you think that will never be able to happen in your relationship, it will be. Listen to people who didn't get kids for a very long time. When they get it, those kids are so beautiful. They are blessing because it came in the right time. I don't want to seem like a pastor, because I want you to understand that everything has a season and a time. And seasons and time belongs to God. That time will come. Don't give up. You want to get married, expect it shall be okay. So my issue is you giving up too early. Nothing comes easy. But do not give up in what you are expecting in that relationship. One day it shall be. But in my point, I'm not saying you accept bare minimums. No. If someone is willing to give you what you deserve, please take it or demand for it. But if they are not willing, expect that if they are willing but they are not able to give you at that time, one day it shall be okay. Failure. I want you to understand, everybody in this life has ever failed in something. I know your relationship. Maybe you have been in relationships that have failed over and over and over again. But the person the person who said you will kiss a lot of frogs before you get the right one did not read the Bible when it says that a good wife comes from the Lord. I don't know about the husband, but in reality, your person will come. But until you fail, you will not understand how to run a relationship, because in failure is where we learn most of the lessons. Success usually doesn't come with a lot of lessons. The moment you fail, if you take all your failure and learn the lessons that came with them, you realize that the next relationship that you will come, you will conquer every problem and all solution you will have. Why? Because you learned from your failure. And most of the successful stories about relationship, you will hear, it is not their first marriage. It is not their first relationship. They tried and one time they found a compatible person. But why? Because they learned from their experience and they found another person who learned from their experience. And now they worked until it worked. To the moon for you. I'm telling you, this phrase is used by either the people who have a new relationship, a very new relationship. And a disclaimer I'll give you here. If you hear this statement and your relationship has not lasted more than a year, please don't believe that person. I'll go to the moon and back for you. Don't listen to that person. Those are feelings talking. Those are emotions talking. Emotions cannot be submitted as evidence anywhere. I'm telling you the truth. When you're in your honeymoon stage, don't listen to those promises. Because even you yourself, as much as they are promising you, there are things that you're promising them that you don't mean. They are being brought by the feelings that you are having. But now there are these people who say to the moon and back for you. These are people who have stayed over 3 years, 5 years together. They have broken those challenges. They have gone through all problems together and solved them. And then the person tells you to the moon and back for you. This person means it. Why? Because they value your input in their life. They see your work in their life. They value it. So that statement kind of shows you they don't have unconditional love for you. Or they don't have conditional love for you, because you have proved your worth by you, the moon. I don't know why people promise some things when the relationships are starting. When the relationship is starting is when you will be asked your future house, your dream car, the kids you want. And this promise these people promises you everything, the heavens and the earth. They tell you, I'll even buy you the moon. But I'm telling you the truth, and I don't know if you will listen to me or not, but if your relationship is new, every promise you are being promised is a lie. If you are still on your honeymoon stage, those promises are usually made by people who just have feelings, abundance of feelings. When the challenges comes and the feelings fade out, it is when you realize the feelings were the ones speaking, not the person. Then there are the other people that I told you another time, that they speak out of the fact they value you. I'll buy you the moon. This is a person that is ready to repay all the time and energy, resources that you invested in them. These are people who are willing to sell themselves to buy you anything, just to appreciate the fact that you invested your love and your presence in their life. Believe those people. Celebrate. Can I tell you something? You know, when problems come and you want to solve them and you put everything that you have, energy, time, resources to that problem, and you find a solution and you work on it, and God is faithful, you manage to solve that problem. Do you know it's rare for you people to sit down and go and discuss on how you will celebrate the fact that you solved something? Do you know, even in your companies, your workplace, when you are given a bonus because of a problem you solved, you feel happy. But in our relationship, when we solve problems, we don't celebrate it. So the next problem, when it comes, no one has the energy to be happy on solving a solution, because they know there is nothing at the end of it. It will be another day, we continue with life. But what if you had those celebrations? After every solution that has come on the, after every problem you have conquered, you go and celebrate. You take time and celebrate. Imagine where your relationship could be right now. Nothing would be big for you guys. Why? Because you value the effort of the other person and you bring the appreciation element in that relationship. Let's agree. There are relationships that you enter, you realize that person is priceless. Like you cannot, even the people who are planning to do dowry, you realize that a relationship, that love, that unity, that peace is priceless. You even wonder when you're taking dowry. And that's why nowadays I understand why people are doing big dowries. Not weddings, big dowries. They feel like this is priceless. I can give everything, I can give my life because of this person. Why? Because these people took time with each other. You see, the problem is we are rushing to make things work with people that are not meant to make it work with ourselves. I don't know if I'm making sense. Look at the dowries that are being done nowadays that are big. These people have stayed together. They have cemented their relationship to a level they are like, now we are okay to do dowry, we are okay to get married. So when they want to do dowry or wedding, they are doing without limit. Why? Because you have found a priceless husband, you have found a priceless woman. Some women even they are paying their dowry. Why? Because they found a husband. Let me tell you something. They found a husband that money cannot even buy. They want to officiate this thing because they are scared to lose that guy. They know they cannot lose that guy. They know they cannot lose that girl, but they want to value this priceless thing. So they give everything. And that is what I'm praying for you, because I want you to get someone that is priceless. Someone you can buy them anything, you can give them anything, you can keep them comfortable in a level that you will even be proud of yourself, because you are trying to match the pricelessness of that person. But nowadays, we have people that you cannot even bring a cent to appreciate even their parents for their growth. Why? Because they make you cry every day. They make you regret everything. But if you have a priceless soul, get it. Meeting someone. Let me tell you something. You know, we are the online generation, and we think we can find the love of our life through our phones. And I think we'll do this vlog another day, because I want us to talk about that online dating. Online, you cannot find someone. People can tell you hi through WhatsApp, they can tell you hi Instagram, Facebook, and all that, but you will never know their true colors until you meet them. And that's why you hear when people are in other levels, you will hear, oh, we met in a club, we met in a hotel, we met in a picnic, we met in a meeting, in a gathering, in a corporate meeting. They met somewhere. But you are seated there, you want to find your love of your life when you are sleeping, when you are just using Wi-Fi and bundles. Let me tell you something, you only attract pretenders, hypocrite, people who even are not interested with you. They are interested with what you can give, because by the time someone hits your inbox, they have already perused your page. They have looked at the profile picture. They know what you can give and what they are interested with. So they are buying the face that you have projected in the socials, not you. But when you meet someone, you will understand their tone, their communication, their posture, their looks, their smells. Because someone can put a big picture, beautiful picture, but they smell something else, and you are like, oh Jesus, why did I even want to propose to you? So can we normalize to get out of that phone and go meet someone? And that is how you will fall in love with someone that is for you. We have talked about the past, but I want us to talk my past. Do you know it's guaranteed that if your partner knows about your past and you are not the one who is telling him or her, that person is guaranteed to get angry. Even if they were not in the picture, they just found out, and you are not the one who told them. Let me tell you something, you are in the verge of losing them. And that's why I usually advocate, if you meet someone, you are in love with them, the first 3 months, your honeymoon stage, tell them the truth. Tell them how big you were in making mistakes, or how excellent you were in making good choices. Tell them your errors, your weaknesses, all the body counts that you have, all the baby mamas and baby daddies that you have, all the sicknesses that you have ever been, the indulgements you have been, the addiction, the weaknesses, all the things that you think that it is important that another person, if they tell you about them, you are okay with them. Please be an open book. And that's you will find that a lot of relationships survive because this person, yes, they came the other day, but they know their partner from the day they were born, because they have been told these stories from the source. But our relationships are ending because your friend will come and tell me about you. Why is your friend telling me about you? Because they want me. So they will come with a painted story of how bad you are, and when they talk about you, they give a tone. You know, the tone of how undeserving you are, and they will destroy the relationship we have built. So make it a norm to discuss your past with your partner. Focus. I don't mean you focus with one lady or one man. That is another topic that we'll talk about, polygamy, in another day, in another chance that will be given. But today I want us to talk about focus. In your relationship, let me ask you a question. As much as you have purpose and goals, do you have a focus that you are working towards? Like, let's give an example. We had an argument. Are we focusing with what caused the problem or solving the problem? Because one, we are too much focused with what caused the problem. Instead, we focus on how to solve the problem. Because now, if we focus with what caused the problem, we start blame games. Are we together? And these blame games are the ones that end up making people separate. Why? Because we focused with the wrong thing. First, I know we have a problem, we have a weakness, you have an error. Can we find a solution first? Then we go back and uproot the root of all this after we are in peace. Because in terms of argument and mistakes and conflicts, you find all of us are fast to jump and say, you are the one who did, I did this because you did this, but we are not focusing with the solution. We always focus with the problem, and you find that most of the time we don't get closure. For example, we don't get solution, we end up finding the exit door. Why? Because it became a blame game instead of us focusing with the solution. So the next time you have an argument, I will try this example. Try to not focus with what caused the problem. Start finding the solution first of the problem, then go back and look for the root of the problem.